It is 12:30. We just put 50 units of seed in, and we're sending it. Morning, everyone. Well, this is going to be about the last tank for burned down corn. Got the beans done yesterday. Got one little field. And I have just a couple little fields of corn to do, but we'll have to do them later. They're awful wet. So we just filled up. We're over home here filling up, used the tanker. A couple years ago, I was going up this hill in my Miller sprayer, and we've had to make it wider, so we added on right up here and fill. And about right in there, I got over a little bit too much, and it gave away with me, and I was just about upset. We had to get a tractor and pull on up out of there. It was trying to put stuff in your neck, if you know what I mean. It was close to upsetting it. It's a long ways down over the hill there too. So we're up here on this little farm up here. Don't have a lot, but there must be a squirrel hunter or turkey hunter.
Good morning, everybody. Back in the fields. It's a little tacky, but it's plantable. Today we are planting the AGCO CROP TOUR plot. We've got a bunch of guys from Ohio Ag and AGCO down here helping us. Basically, this plot's just replicating a lot of things that are going on with the planter. It's all the same seed variety, but we're doing different functions with the planter, and we're showing the benefits and how those functions work. On this pass, this is the first pass we've done. We've already planted our end rows. The first pass, what we're going to show is 1 inch planting depth on half the planter, 1.5 inch planting depth on the other half. And the next pass, I believe, is going to be 2 inches and then 2.5. So it really gives you a good idea of how important it is to have your plant depth correct. And then there's also a lot of other cool tests with downpours. They actually have a thing called a goof plate. I'll show you that when we get there. But that's what we've got going on this morning. Dad's spraying. He's got a camera, so we should have some good bob cam stuff. And then hopefully once we get done with this plot, we're going to knock out some acres with this planter before it leaves, because this is the last day that we're going to have it.
All right, so in this part of the plot, we're putting in what's called a goof plate. So I guess you're putting the regular plate back in now, aren't you?
Right, yeah.
So the last pass was a goof plate. That's a regular plate here. See the holes all the way around it? This is the goof plate to simulate. This one would be simulating a skip, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yep.
So this hole is plugged off, so there's going to be no seed coming out there.
And we have an extra hole here for like a double.
So the reason we're doing that is so you can see what a regular planter would be like without precision meters or without a higher performance meter. You're going to have a little bit more doubles, a little bit more skips. So the plot's going pretty well. Just about done with it already. Right now I think they are testing downforce, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're going to do a couple test strips with different air pressures in the tires to see what the effects of the air system on the auto inflate. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So actually went pretty smooth. Now our ground, it's plenty wet. We haven't really had ideal planting conditions in quite a while. This is just as good as it's going to get. We have 5 or 6 days of rain forecasted after today. So it's kind of one of them deals where if we wanted to get this plot in, we were just going to have to do it. There they go, planting. Like he's running 10 mile an hour, moving right along. It's like the boss man found us.
It's changing direction.
Dad's getting his gleaner's sales pitch over here. All right, plot is done. So before the AGCO guys leave for the day, we've got some stuff. We had some spare parts for that planter they brought down with it. We gotta get those loaded up into their vehicles, and then we're gonna go plant some corn. Well, there goes BJ, just got done strip tilling for the year. So that tractor is hooked back up to the Turbo Max because we're gonna have to do some vertical tillage on some corn stalks to help dry some stuff out. Is kind of what we're thinking. All right, so out of the Cadillac and into the Rolls.
You guys thought I meant the Fendt, didn't you?
Yeah, we're gonna try to plant some corn down here. We got loaded up. I get the monitor set. Got FMX ready. 2020, but the field view can't get switch over to 20 corn. Did the other day, but I don't remember how we did it. Brian doesn't remember. So I don't know. The damn thing's smarter than me. Well, I guess I finally got it figured out. This cable wasn't hooked up. Hooked it up, well, the engine broke off of it, so I had to put a different cable on. So now I think I might have it working. So we might be ready to plant some corn.
All right, we are heading to the next field. We got a 40-acre field that my brother strip tilled, so it should be in pretty good shape. Go knock it out, and yeah, we're gonna plant as long as we can, guys. So this is the last day we've got this planter. So yeah, we're gonna plant as long as we can. Now, one thing I am going to make sure is that we get the planter as close to empty as possible, because we're just going to have to transfer seed in the morning if we don't get it very empty. Like, I'd like to get it completely empty if possible. That way we're not transferring seed in the rain. Now, one thing I'm doing right now, my brother strip tilled this field, like I said yesterday. I'm going to grab all of his way lines, his AB lines and his end row lines. That way I don't have to steer this thing at all. So hopefully that'll work. We are getting our guidance around the first pass. It is working fine. I did have to nudge it over 5 feet. I don't know if that's because we had a 30-foot implement that made this initial pass. If anyone knows anything about an AGCO terminal and transferring way lines between a 30-foot implement and a 40-foot, I'd be curious to know if that's what caused that. But once I nudged it over, we're in good shape. We're doing well, so that's awesome. I like steering. YouTube to do, you know, talk to you guys. Check my Instagram. One thing that's a little bit weird for me running a 32 row for the first time, that wheel and that extra unit, they hang out there a ways, so I gotta go be careful going around things like poles. Hashtag pole dancer. Really happy with how this RTK is working out. We are planting right on our strips. I do have to, like I say, manually grab the wheel from time to time, because like we would have hit that pole right there, and that's not what we want. So going around it. But other than that, we're doing really good. I'm very happy with how this is working out. So last night, my brother found those with the strip till bar.
Okay, we're planting corn here. I'll get out and stretch my legs, dig some and see how it looks. This is the strip till strips. Over here, I was off on this round here. We're off a little bit. You can see here, it's right in that track. And I don't know. We'll dig down and see if it's how it's covered. There it is there. It's only about an inch deep, inch and a quarter, maybe an inch and a half. Could be another one right there. There it is. Right down there. So that's an inch and a half. So I'd like to have 2 inches. So we'll dig over here where it's a little softer out of the track, see what it looks like. We're still not in the strip. Right there's the strip. So this ground's still hard right here. There it is right there. So we're about, inch and 3/4 maybe. Now if we can find some, it's, we was on the strip. I don't know how far we had to walk over here to see. I don't think we're gonna find extra good ways through here. See, that was right in the, that's where the downforce would be nice on a planter. I have air downforce, but it's not adjustable. You set it like 100 pound or 150 pound, and it's same way across, all the way across the row. Where this here, or the new style, like it's on the Fendt planter, is it's delta. I don't know if it's delta downforce or what. I don't think it's precision downforce. Now I'm on the strips here. See what's like here. We'll dig down, see if we can find it. Pretty well on the strips here. Not quite. Right there's the strip. Yep, right there it was. So it's about, it's close to 2 inches, inch and 3/4. That's pretty close to being right in on the strip there. So that's where the downforce would be nice and be more constant speed, even depth.
One thing that's going to be kind of cool about this field, it's not all strip tilled. The majority of it is, but especially, for example, right here in front of us, this used to be trees. We pushed those trees back when we got this farm, we didn't want to drag the strip till bar through here because it's hard to tell what we would pull up. So you should get an idea of if this strip till is, you know, helping or not. That section of the field, it didn't get strip tilled either, just because it's same deal. And then the next field that we're going to, there's 100 acres. There's a spot right in the middle of it where we skipped 8 passes with a strip till bar. So pretty excited about to see how all that stuff pans out for us. All right, we are finally going back and forth, and man, we are right on the strip. RTK is definitely where it's at. All right, let's get out and take a look. Now that we're in the straight roads, curious to see how we're looking in our strip till strip. We are riding right on them, so that's good. Oh yeah, right on the strips. And now we dull the knife. As you can see, it is still really wet. Earthworm. Get over there, little guy. There's our kernel. One thing that we are noticing on our John Deere planter, it has regular pneumatic down pressure. On the strips, we really have to adjust it, lighten it up quite a bit. And when we're off the strips, we don't have enough down pressure. So that's where the hydraulic down pressure, where it's constantly adjusting, real nice. We just finished the field and in perfect timing. Now we are heading to the fuel tank. It's pretty close to the field that we're going to plant next. We'll swing through there, fill her up with government juice for one last time, top off the fuel tank. And then we're going to plant this variety empty. We don't have much. Our meters are both, our little gauges are both on 0. So we don't have much. We're going to switch varieties. I'm going to put 50 units in and we're going to plant that dry tonight. And then we'll see where we're at. If the rain's still not here and we have more seed, we'll keep going. Hey BJ, your tractor's bleeding.
That's what I was talking about.
All right, got to ride back over here to my pickup truck. We got to go fill up with seed, and we got to get tender, then we got to get seed, and then we're moving. And now that BJ's done strip tilling, it's going to be nice having him bring the seed to the field. In the spirit of multitasking, we are going to fuel up the Fendt and fill up the planter all at the same time. It's like BJ's in the Turbo Max, Dad's down there planting corn also, so lots of stuff happening.
All right, so I'm really thirsty, guys. There's 2 open waters. I'm trying to get Brian's germs in this thing. And I've never had one of these, and matter of fact, I really had no desire to have one, but I'm super thirsty, so I'll probably be up all night now, but I'm gonna try this out. Smells like crush. That's actually way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Kind of tastes like orange crush.
That dude.
In a recent turn of events, Dad called and said, hey, bring that thing down here, let's do a side-by-side. So we're going to plant. He's down here in this field. He left me a few strips I'm going to fill in, so that way we can try to get a comparison to see if the downforce makes much of a difference. Only thing I see with this test being wrong is that BJ strip tilled this without RTK, so there's a decent chance I won't be in the strips. That could be a wild card there on this little test of ours.
Look who showed up over there. Right up there.
Oh, we're definitely getting some drone footage of this, for sure. Right there.
fast you run?
While the drone was flying, I was only running like 8, but 9.5 is what I got in my cruise. So there's our singulation. Ground contact's what I've been basically watching for my speed. As long as I'm keeping 100% ground contact, we should be planning the same depth. Now, just for the record, I did offer him a chance to drive, and he refused. All right, we did our 6 passes to match up with a 12-row head, and now we are heading to the next farm. I got a 100-acre field, nice long straight rows, so that's where we're heading. That's where we're going to finish this variety out, and it just depends on what time it is and where we're at, and if I can get some seed, we'll keep going. All right, we're off to the races. Long pass, high efficiency. All right, same deal in this field. We transferred our way lines, so I'm using my brother's guidance path to get me around the field. Not too bad. I have had to hold over just a little bit a couple times, but I'm going to keep using these lines. Not bad at all. This is the way to do it. I don't have to ever touch the steering wheel hardly. This tractor actually does have the automatic turn feature. I know I've seen it on some other channels too, and different brands of tractors. And this tractor does have it. Unfortunately, I never really took the time to set it up. We were planning on it. It just never seemed like the weather cooperated, or we weren't always in a hurry. So, but this tractor does have that function. I just don't know how to use it yet. I guess I'll just have to bring it back, and I'll figure it out then. Alright guys, since this is our last night in this tractor, I'm going to do a live stream, so if you want, check that out, and I'll join you back in like an hour. Alright, the live stream's over. We're back to planting. We were halfway down with this field, so we should be out of here in about an hour and a half. So here's our what our smart farmers are telling us. We are at 68 degree soil temperature, which that's the warmest we've been in quite a while. Firm moisture right here is actually really low, but we're in a gravelly spot on this ridge. We're at 35%. We've been right around 40 in most of this field, but we are directly on the strips. That's definitely helped dry that field out quite a bit, which is great, because we're trying to get some stuff done tonight. All right, we are just about done. 2 more acres. For whatever reason, my 2020 clock's off. It's only an hour off, I guess. But we are almost at 11 o'clock. We are just about empty on seed. We've got enough for like 10 more acres, so might as well fill her up, plant another 50 units. So that's like another 120 acres. All right, time to fold her up. Drop our hitch. And hit fold. All right, we are heading out of here. One thing that is really nice about this planter, it's very simple to fold and unfold. That may not seem like much, but it's 11 o'clock at night. I've been working since 7:30. I'm tired. So it's just easy. It's nice to not have to worry about one extra thing. Hit one button, drop your hitch, and you're done. I like that. Hopefully we don't go over the edge. The price of this particular unit might go down if we did. All right, we're 8.5 acres into the next field. We're about out of seed. My brother's gonna bring us seed. We got 50 units in the tender. Hopefully we can get that in here, and we can plant those out before it rains. That's the plan. So we got rain coming around 4 a.m. So yeah, hopefully we can plant that 50 units out. I'll be happy. Seed tenders here. It's about time. We're just about out of seed. We're not completely out, but we're close enough to being out of this variety that we're gonna fill her up while he's here. We eat. It's fourth meal. Fourth meal is scheduled for 1 a.m. Alright, another one bites the dust. We're gonna fold her up, go across the ditch, and open up a 100-acre field at 2 in the morning. Why not? Alright, you can see strip tilled over here, non-strip tilled here. That begins the 8 passes. There's 8 trips to the strip till bar right here where BJ skipped. That's 240 feet. So that's 2 trips with the sprayer to side dress it. I'm really curious to see how this pans out. How we can see any noticeable difference over here on the strip till ground versus the non-strip till ground. I mean, obviously we're going to want to see a difference. I mean, it's expensive to strip till. Burning a lot of fuel. Strip till bars aren't cheap. So yeah, really curious to see how this pans out. I'm also glad we're using the Fendt to plant this. Hydraulic down pressure on the ground that doesn't have strips in it. And as you can see, we're straddling those right in the middle, so it should work out pretty good. Third shift ain't cleaning up anything. Just making a mess out of this place. I'll tell you what. What the heck is that? We ain't got time for that shenanigans. We got 40 more acres of seed. Man, if it keeps these sprinkles up, this tractor is just going to be absolutely filthy when it leaves here. Sorry. Alright, we're alive. Contacts are dry. Our little meter on the monitor, it just said that we're down to 0 in one of the tanks. I don't think we quite are. We've got 89 acres of this field done. It's 100 acres. Let's see how far we go before we run out. We're going to run or drive. So, I don't think we're going to get done, but I think we're going to be really close. Alright, we are completely out on that monitor. We're still planting though. And we have a down and back, and then this field's done. So maybe we'll make it, maybe not. Stay tuned. I'm afraid we are running out. With this having electric drives, what I will do in order to get this planter completely empty, if I have to, I will turn around and plant right back on this pass. So we had 2 units that quit planting, pretty much because they were out of seed. So we're just filling those in right now. So yep, we are definitely running out. Well, after a couple extra trips back and forth, we got the field done. There's not much seed left in the planter, and it's 4:30. I think I'm gonna go home and sleep a couple hours. You ever pull an all-nighter thinking you're gonna get a sleep the next day because of the rain that's coming, and then the chance of rain dissipates? Oh well, at least we got a bunch of stuff knocked out. Got to use the Fendt as much as we could the last day we had it, so they're coming to pick it up in like 4 hours, so maybe I could fill it up again, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna shut this thing down for the last time. Kinda sad. Not much traffic on the road. Well, I gotta get my stuff out of here. I hope to make it over here before they take this tractor and shoot a review of the planter and a comparison video of the 1038 Challenger and the 942 Fendt. But they're going to be here in like 3 hours, so I'm just going to get my crap out and hope we make it, and we might not. I don't know. Might not wake up. I'm tired. I do want to thank AGCO for letting us use this tractor. It's been a great experience. I've really enjoyed it. One thing I've definitely learned from this is that I want to plant fast all the time now. I'm really liking that. This might have been pretty clever on their part. I kind of want one of these planters now too. Maybe we should leave the guys carrots. They might want some carrots. Who knows? Hey guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you back over here in a few hours.